What's up guys, welcome back to JodabeniTV. Today's another amazing day to get out there. I'm gonna be better today than we were yesterday. In today's video, I'm pretty much gonna be showing you guys my path to a professional contract. I'm gonna show you my plan, and if maybe you're in the same situation as me or you're trying to get a professional contract here in the United States, maybe you can follow this, plan that I have set up, and maybe it's gonna help you be more successful. So let's get straight into this video. So if you're new to the video and you don't know who I am, my name is JodabeniTV, and I played for JodabeniTV Soccer. It's a Division I school here in the Valley in McAllen, Texas. And pretty much I just did my last semester last fall of 2020. And going to 2021, a lot of the COVID stuff has happened, which made it harder for us to even have a season in the fall for me to use as a bargaining chip with the agents to help me get a contract. So then, because of that, I didn't have a season. So I'm stuck in a situation where I'm not gonna be having a spring season with JodabeniTV. So now I have to find a different way to find a professional contract. So statistics shows that there's less than 2% of all college players that actually go forward and sign professional no matter what sport it is. But there's a lot of factors that go into this. Out of all the college players, how many actually want to play professional? To be honest, I don't think that number is even nearly as high. There's a lot of players who are very satisfied with playing Division I, and after they don't even want to play sports again. And then there's a large group that would like to play professional, but they don't believe in themselves. So they usually end up just quitting right after the Division I career. So for me, I don't want to be put in any of those categories. I'm still finishing up my degree, but at the same time, I do want to sign a professional contract. And a lot of times, people don't plan to fail, it's just they fail to plan. The first thing, to trying to get something, you gotta make a plan and make sure it's solidified and I can have something to follow so I can reach that end goal. So pretty much if you live in the United States and you're trying to follow what I've been doing, my first initial goal, it was trying to get to the highest playing level as much as possible right before the professional world. And in the United States, the highest level right before professionalism is playing at any Division I level at a university, because a lot of the pro teams are looking at the higher ranked teams. So that should be like the ultimate goal of anybody who's in high school or somebody who isn't playing competitively yet and wants to play professional in the United States. A way you could actually get closer to that is by getting on one of the higher tier Division I teams. Whenever I came to JodabeniTV, they were ranked currently 34. So that is why I was interested, because they were in the top 50, and being in the top 50 does give you a lot of room for growth and being able to get onto the next level. So now that I've already played at a Division I level, so how possible is it that I can move up another step to maybe play USL League One, NISA, USL Championship, or even MLS? So the way I look at things, this is how I looked at it. I looked up all the players in the leagues. So in the MLS, currently there's about 713 players. You can just find that by Googling it on Google. And for the USL Championship, there's approximately 775 players, but that's an average that I took because there's no official number. So I took an estimate of all the teams' total rosters. And then I looked at NISA, they had a total of 300 players estimated, and USL League One with 9 teams had also 300 estimated. So with all of these players combined, you get a total of 2,088 to like 2,300 players. That is like the rough estimate of the total amount of players playing professionally in the United States. Now, I know out of 2,300 somewhat players that play in the United States, I know I'm better than at least one of those players. And it's my job to find that team that needs that one player, which is me, that can fill that void in their teams. And that's the hardest part of this all, just getting seen by the right people and the right person to give you that signing and say, yes, I want you to be part of my team. So obviously the very first step you want to, after you already reached the highest level of playing, the first step you want to see is look at your contacts. So I have to look at everybody I know. As you guys saw in my last video, whenever I went to go try out for San Antonio FC, one of my coaches was actually working there, and he actually made a pathway for me to be able to go on trial for that team. And contacts help a lot because those are people who are already part of organizations that they can help you get in. So I have to check my contacts and see if I have any contacts that could be helpful in helping me, get chances to maybe trial for a team or go talk to coaches, etc. And that comes with personal relationship that I built throughout the years. And you want to build the same also, because you never know where a teammate might go or a coach may go. So don't be too quick to burn bridges, because those same people that you may burn a bridge may be the same person who's gonna help you get that first professional contract. So after I've contacted everybody that I need to contact pretty much, and if I don't have a big contact list, it is what it is, then the following step that should be a priority, probably on my list as of right now, is trying to find a good and trustworthy agent. Being alone outside of the university itself, it's become a lot harder to be seen by coaches. But now you need a source that will recommend you to certain coaches and teams, so that whenever you go trial, they're actually paying attention to you instead of just thinking, oh, this guy's just a money grab and we're just gonna get rid of him later. That's the best parts about having an agent, because they can vouch for you where you can't vouch for yourself, because you're a player the team doesn't know. And even if I don't find an agent, or even if you don't find an agent, it's not the end of the world, because I'm still putting my trust in God, and He'll move things in certain ways where He wants it to. And if it's not meant to be for me to have an agent when I sign my first professional contract, then that's okay. But it's an option there where I can try and get in contact with the agents and form a partnership that can help me move forward. But if it doesn't work out, then I'll move on to the next thing. And if you can find agents, emails and stuff, on Spencer Molo's website, he actually posted a lot of the agents for the US on his website, and it's actually for free. So if you're interested in that, you can also go check it out. I'm gonna put the link down in the description down below, and yeah, go ahead, sign up. It's free, so you can take advantage and email all the agents in America. It is gonna be hard. I'm not saying that they're all gonna respond, but it is hard. So just try your best to vouch and to the agents, and hopefully you can work with any of them. Now, once you get past your contacts and agents, and let's say even if you didn't get an agent, what's left in the United States that maybe I can go to? And the only thing left as of right now is either A, going to open trials, or 2, going to combines. And they're both, people would say they're money grabs, etc. But at this point, you really don't have a choice but to spend money to help achieve your goal. I have a friend who came on the channel a while back. His name is Julian. He went to a soccer visa combine, and that's where he signed his very first professional contract over there in Costa Rica. So not all combines are bad, but the coaches there are looking for specific positions. You may have paid $200 to try for a forward, but none of those agents were there or teams were there looking for forwards. So it's not your fault you didn't know, but that's part of the game. You come, you try, and hopefully you're good enough that even if they weren't looking for you, they're probably gonna say, okay, that guy can still benefit our team, let's sign that guy. And then with open trials, those are even, I think open trials might be even, it's 50-50, because some teams need players and some teams don't. And a lot of that you can just tell by looking at the roster and seeing if there's a lot of players signed or not. If the roster is full and they have an open team trial, it's probably not gonna be worth your time. But if there's barely any players on the team and they're having an open trial, then that's something I would recommend you to invest in, which I will be doing myself. Finally, if all else fails and you feel like the United States isn't your best ideal place to get your first professional contract, you can always, the next step would be pretty much leaving the States. I could go to Canada, playing the CPL tryout. I could go overseas, and there's more teams overseas, and there's so many teams, different levels, different countries, so you could easily find another contract anywhere elsewhere. But currently I'm still finishing up my degree, and I live close to campus, and the closest professional team with me right now is the RGV Toros, and that's probably one of my next big steps. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a contract with the Toros, and if all goes well, I won't need to spend too much money leaving the country or to a different state. I'll stay right here and maybe move a little closer to the team and still be able to finish my bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. So with all that said and done, let's recap on the plan that I'm gonna be following moving forward. And maybe if you're interested in signing a professional contract, maybe you could follow this plan and it could help you be successful. So number one, the first thing you need to try to get is try to play on the highest level possible in your area. I don't care if you live under a rock, find the best team under that rock to play for and move on from there. And once you reach that certain point, what you want to do is you want to find an agency, or maybe you have contacts that are already in professional environments. Maybe those contacts can help you get some leverage and get in contact with the team, and then the team having you out and going on a trial, and hopefully you get a professional contract. But even if that doesn't fail, if that fails and doesn't work, you have the option to stay with an agent, and hopefully the agent can find you something that you can trial, because agents get paid when you get signed. So there's a little bit more incentive for them to get you signed if they believe in you. Third, if an agent doesn't work, or even if you're still with an agent, you can always still go to open combines and open team trials. You can go over there, showcase your skills. Maybe there's a team that's gonna be like, okay, I need that guy on my team, and they can invite you out, and you can also get a pro contract that way. And last but not least, if everything fails, you're free to leave the country to different countries and try for different leagues in different nations. And you know, there's more chances for you, but at the end of the day, it will cost money to become a professional. We live in a day and time, especially if you live in America, a lot of it, money is backed behind it. And even if you go overseas, you're gonna still have to pay for rent or wherever you're gonna stay to trial. So it's possible, it's 100% possible, but it's gonna be a lot of work. And that's why the all collegiate players percentage drops to 2%, because not a lot of people are willing to put the extra effort and the sacrifice to be successful as a professional athlete. So let's see what we can do, and hopefully I see a lot of you guys signing professional contracts. And let us know in the comment section below what team you want to play for, and who knows, maybe there's somebody who already plays there and they can hook you up. All right, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. JodabeniTV is out.